Welcome you all. Myself Nagarajan, Assistant Professor in EC Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Let us see the Biomedical Engineering subject, Embedded System and IOMT. In the Embedded and IOMT devices, the first topic is here Input-Output devices. Let us see the introduction of input-output devices. In the introduction part, we understood about the definition and what the purpose of the input-output devices. So input-output devices are peripherals used to interact with the embedded system. Input devices such as a keyboard and sensor allow data to be entered into the system, while output devices like a display or actuators allow the system to communicate information back to the user or environment. So input means it is a data to be entered into the system, and output means communication with the environment, user or environment. So input output devices are crucial for enabling embedded systems to interact with the outside world, facilitating tasks such as a data acquisition, control and user interface. Now let us see the type of a input output devices. First in type of a input output devices is the input devices. In these input devices, let us see the keyboard and keypads. Keyboard and keypads are used for manual data entry and command inputs in systems like ATM, uh, mobile phones and industrial control panels. Next is a sensors. So sensor convert physical parameters like example temperature, pressure, light into electrical signals that can be processed by the embedded system. So next, common in application like environmental monitoring, automotive system and healthcare devices, the sensors are used. And next one is a touch screen. It will provide an intuitive interface for user interaction, combining display and input functions in devices like smartphones, tablets and kiosks. And now let us see the output devices. So output devices means displays LED, LCD, OLED like that. So it is used to present visual information to users. LED displays are energy efficient, while LCD offer higher resolution and OLEDs provide superior color accuracy and contrast. Displays is a common in consumer electronics, automotive dashboards, and industrial control panel. These are the application of a displays. And next output devices are printers. So printers is used for generating hard copies of digital data, common in office automation and embedded systems that require physical records. Next output device is the actuators. It's nothing but it is a convert electrical signal into a physical action, such as a motors in robotics, valves in industrial automation, and buzzers in alarm system. So actuators is nothing but it convert a electrical signal into physical action. Now let us consider the input output devices communication. So in the input output devices communication, first it has a two types of a communication available. One is a parallel communication and another one is a serial communication. In parallel communication, multiple data lines are used to transmit multiple bits simultaneously, suitable for high-speed data transfer. So parallel communication is suitable for high-speed data transfer over short distance. This is important. So when we transmit a data in a short distance, we can choose a parallel communication. It is commonly used in older devices such as printers and legally peripherals. Let us see the serial communication. So serial communication data is transmitted one bit at a time over a single data line, suitable for long distance communication with fewer wires. Serial communication is also widely used in modern embedded systems with protocols like UART, SPI and I2C data communication. Next, let us see the input-output port and interfaces. So first, input-output port and interfaces of the input-output device is a digital input-output port. So digital input-output ports provide binary input and output capabilities typically used to interface with switches, LED, and other digital devices. Digital input-output ports, each port can be configured as either an input or output, allowing flexibility in interfacing with different peripherals. Next, input-output port is a analog input-output ports. So in input-output port interfaces, we have here two types. One is a digital input-output ports and analog input-output ports. In analog input-output port is used to interface with the analog sensor and actuators where the signal varies continuously. Analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter are often required to bridge the gap between analog signals and digital processing. Next, input output port is a universal serial bus, that is a USB. Mostly it is a widely used standard for connecting peripherals to embedded system, providing power and data transfer over a single cable. It is also support various devices classes including human interface devices, HID, that means HID, storage devices and communication devices. Next, let us see the challenges in input-output interfacing. What are the challenges we face when we interface the input-output devices to the embedded system? Okay. First one is a timing and synchronization. So, timing and synchronization, will be ensuring that data is accurately transmitted and received without loss or corruption, especially in system with strict timing requirements. Next one is a signal conditioning. Analog signal from sensor may require amplification, uh, filtering or level shifting to be compatible with the input range of the ADC. Next one is a noise and interference. So electrical noise can distort signals leading to errors in data acquisition or control. Shielding, grounding and filtering techniques are often employed to mitigate these issues. Now let us see the importance of input-output devices in embedded system. Okay, first one is a system interaction. So in the embedded system interaction, that is the input-output devices are the primary means through which embedded system interact with the external environment, making them critical for system functionality. Next one is a user interface. The design and selection of input-output devices directly impact the user experience, determining how effectively users can interact with the system. Next one is a data acquisition and control. So input-out devices enable embedded system to acquire data from sensor and control actuators, facilitating automation, monitoring and decision-making process. So in this embedded system and IOMT subject, we discussed there is a second unit topic. It is input output devices. In this input output devices, we define the basic of what is input devices, what is output devices, and we discussed that is a type of a input output devices, and also we discussed that is a input output is communication port and interface. What are the challenges we facing when connected to a embedded system, and also important of a input output devices. I hope that all of you understood about the input output devices. Thank you.